All right, let's get into it. Hey there, and welcome to Trivia Ronin. I'm your host, Douglas Lawlem. Whether you're joining us live on Zoom or Twitch or after the fact on YouTube, welcome. We're happy to have you. Quick breakdown of the rules. 1, we're honor code here. You keep your own score. Feel free to cheat. You get nothing. 2, after each question, you'll get 45 seconds to answer. Absolutely do not show your answer until the time is up. And 3, if you're playing on Twitch, due to the delay, drop your answer in the chat around 10 seconds left. That'll line up with us live. Tonight, there are 30 questions, 1 point each, and a story question at the end worth 10 points for a total of 40 points. Maybe some bonus opportunities sprinkled in. Let's play Trivia Ronin. Question 1. Who directed Edward Scissorhands? Last night I started with a director question. Tonight I'm starting with a director question. Nailed it. Well, I mean, he did a really good job at haircuts, so I'm assuming you like your haircut then? But Edward Scissorhands was really good at cutting hair. It was like his thing. Is it you? Oh, okay. Gonna bug the hell out of me. I gotta go on Twitch and find out what's going on. This scratch down in the corner thing you said. It hurts my heart. For God's sakes. Is this gonna work? Oh, mother. Okay, you know what? I'll have to get into this later. Let's see your answers. Yep. Yeah. Looks like clean sweep on the first one. You all got it right. It is Tom Button. Tom Button. Question 2. Osteoporosis primarily affects which system of the body? Osteoporosis primarily affects which system of the body? 45 seconds. Freddy Krueger in his spare time wrote and directed his life story, Edward Scissorhands, making him the hero. Smart. Freddy Krueger and Wolverine got together and they were like, people don't like claws. We gotta do something about this. Who wants a half for reading the next question? I got you, Chris. 3, 2, 1. Osteoporosis affects the circulatory, no. Skeletal, yes. We were looking for the skeletal system. Skeletal. Twitch is on it. Good job. So yeah, the bones system. Question 3. Go ahead, Chris. Who is the only... Thank you very much. Big round of applause for Chris's read. Guys, come on. Big round of applause. You know what? If you applauded him, go ahead and give yourself a third of a point because 2 people didn't, and I'm going to punish them for it. Who is the only voice actor to have a speaking part in all of the Disney Pixar feature films? QVC, you get all the points you want. You don't have to cheer for him. I mean, all he did was read. Holy shit, Seth, you really... Can I even get to that right now? I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm trying to... Oh, so it'd be right? No, that's not it. That is a thing. Anyway. Alright, guys. Oh, shit. Now everyone's gone. There we are. Not gonna be Hank Azaria, not gonna be Tom Hanks, but that's a great guess. I love the idea that it was surprisingly Tom Hanks this whole time. John Ratzenberger, for the people who know John Ratzenberger, it was John Ratzenberger. He's that guy with the voice, you know him. For God's sake, Seth, you gotta tell me these things. Question 4. What's the name of the Russian-American sci-fi movie from 2015 that takes place entirely from the list hand perspective of the hero? The list hand? First hand. It's the first hand perspective of the hero, but I wrote list hand because spelling. What's the name? We're gonna start over. It's POV. It's the whole thing is the hero's POV. What is the name of the Russian-American sci-fi movie from 2015 that takes place entirely from the first-hand perspective of the hero. What the hell could that be? Oh, 3PO, where could he be? I don't know. I'm going to keep that picture forever as the first imperfection I ever had. Thank you, Seth. 210. Chappie. Martian. The Tuxedo 2. The answer is Hardcore Henry. Does anybody remember there was a movie called Hardcore Henry? It was actually badass. I thought maybe one of you would have seen it. You had the amount of syllables. That's good. Descriptive word name. You should have just written that. I would have known you had it. Question 5. In South Park, what member of Stan's family is played by George Clooney? This is such a great trivia question. 45 seconds on the clock. Oh, maybe it's... You think it could be on the camera? That would be incredible if that were the case. But I will... Alright, I'm gonna have to do something about that at some point, but not this point. Yeah, QVC, you were in it, right? Obviously, you'd see it. Does anybody know the answer to this? Nice. 3, 2, 1, 0. His sister would be terrific. His uncle, Uncle Bud. Turkey, I don't know the turkey, but the dog is correct. We were looking for the dog. Oh, that's amazing. I did not know that. Okay, so I mean, obviously you knew, so I had to trust that Turkey was correct, but I definitely know that he played the dog. That's terrific. Question 6. What is the atomic number? Sorry, within 10. What is the atomic number of the element strontium? 45 seconds. I'm giving you 10 points in 10 numbers in both directions. What is the atomic number of the element strontium? Dan, you have some heaven light on you right now. Coming through your hair in the back. You got the halo. This hair light, just epic. Nice. Mr. C. Dusk, thanks for the follow. $75, $190, what do we got? 27, 35, 110, 60, 33. What's our guess? 69. Yeah, well, obviously nice. 38. So 28 to 48 gets you the answer. So correct me if I'm wrong, Pud, you put 27, right? That's terrific. Yeah, the answer is 38. That's one of those questions that, you know, you guess. Question 7. What Stephen King book was turned into a 1980 film? What Stephen King book, 45 seconds, was turned into a 1980 film from 1980? I will, I'll give a full point to anyone who gives their best, like Mr. Olympia full body pose for the judges. If you give a pose for the judges, I'll give you a full point. Not one person is going to take that point. Wow. I mean, you don't have to like strip down to I'm not like telling you to put on a Speedo and tan yourself. All right, let's see your answers. Carrie. Pet Cemetery. Pet Cemetery. The Body. It is The Shinning. We're looking for The Shinning. Valerie Salary. Oh, that's not the answer, guys. That was the last answer. Unless he made another terrible number-related answer. Question 8! Say The Shining, not fair. A lot of people, I think it was more fair than you realize. What was the religion of famous singer? I put famous for some reason. Freddie Mercury. I think I could have just said of Freddie Mercury and all of you would have known who that is. He also decided to sing. And also, is he Freddie Mercury? I put the air quotes there. Hey, Brianna. Long time. Couple weeks. What was the religion of the famous, not the infamous, more than famous singer Freddie Mercury? It's a weird one, which is why I chose him. I say weird, which I shouldn't say about religion, but it's like a sort of a, it was like a popular thing for a while. Let's see. Sorry, that's a tough one. Jehovah's Witness, Buddhist, astronomy's the closest. Buddhist, Zoroastrianism. And yes, absolutely, Dan, well done. Rastafarianism. Yep, astrology, sure. If Christine was also I think Emily and QVC are the only two playing. Some of you surely have this. Coulrophobia is the irrational fear of what? 45 seconds. Coulrophobia is the irrational fear of what? How about this guitar solo, Twitch? Well, that might be true. That might be true, QVC. Except you never want to get the right answer. You go out of your way not to. Anybody want a half point for the last one? Read the last one? All right, I got you, bud. Let's see him. We've got of color, of Michael Keaton, of snakes, of heights, of germs. The answer, clowns. Coulrophobia is clowns. It's an irrational fear, or is it? I'd say it's quite rational. And Pud, go ahead for the last. "45 seconds on the clock." Thank you, guys. Look at that read. Man, I better watch out. Watch my back. True or false, the Tiananmen Square protests in 1989 were held in Hong Kong. Who has, like, more than 4? I felt like this was not a strong round for my participants. A bad round of questions is my fault. I take full responsibility. $210. What do we got? I had this wrong when I wrote the question. The answer is false. I thought it was, in fact, but no, the answer is Beijing, and I've just my whole life been wrong about that. All right, guys, round 2 of Trivia Ronin. Let's get right into it. Question 1, in Jurassic World, what's the name of the dinosaur that's the genetic hybrid? And somebody's not muted. I'm going to go ahead and mute you. Did I get the 4? Oh, I didn't hit 45 seconds. All right, I tried. 45 seconds on the clock. What was the name of the dinosaur? Emily, are you saying the dinosaur ruled? Or, because it kind of did, or are you saying Ozzy and Harriet ruled? Tara's on set again. She gives her best to you, Twitch chat. Secretly, I think she hates you. Moderate, what do you think? Yeah, feet to the fire. Take that. Take that, show up just to give me your score. 3, 2, 1, and then 0. What do we got? Oh, look at that. We've got Chris Pratt. That's going to definitely get you the full. We've got the Megalodon Raptor, the Altosaurus, the Sexuranus Rex. All right, that's good. And then we've got the Indominus Rex as we've got, I think that's blue. That's not the Indominus Rex is the answer, but blue is a great answer. But the Indominus Rex is the Rex we were looking for. I'll give you a half point for Sexuranus Rex, though. Give yourself a half point for that one. 2 people wrote. Emily also wrote Chris Pratt. Question 2. What was the capital of South Vietnam before the Vietnam War? It's kind of a famous name. Was the first major role, this will give it away if you like Broadway. The first major role for the person who sang the voice of I think also sang for the Mulan and for Princess Jasmine. If I remember correctly, both of those. It was her breakout role. Let's see your answers now, pretty please. Oh, Saigon, Saigon, all right. That was She's Gone, but as performed by me, Saigon. Where is it now? I don't know. It's Saigon. Question 3. Which naval battle was considered the turning point of the Pacific Ocean theater? I love using the word theater in the theater of war. Theater during World War II. Clearly, that famous Broadway musical, Ho Chi Minh City. Which naval battle? Famous naval battle. They made a bad movie about it like 3 years ago. She's gone. Thank you. 2-1-0. Got Pearl Harbor. I don't know what that is. We're looking for Midway, not Dunkirk. Dunkirk's a great guess. Midway is the answer. Battle of Midway. I didn't see your, Brianna. What was underneath Midway? I missed it. And now we're all gonna read it. AKA Battle of Dan's Butthole. Well, that's incredible that I would argue that's incredible that you're sitting next to a Dan when I ask that question. It is almost uncredible. Question 4, who discovered penicillin? 45 seconds. And I'm not talking about like the country. Don't be like, the Swedes! Who discovered penicillin? Humans! Point for the next question. Who wants it? Got you. All right, I'll get you 2 in a row. Alexandra, you'll go first, and then we'll do Brianna. Don't give me that, Emily. The fact that it was more airborne does not mean they weren't over water and that it wasn't a water fight. All right, let's see it. Oh, I hope I'm right. I might be wrong. I have Alexander Fleming, but now you're saying Jonas Salk, and I don't know what Jonas Salk did if I'm wrong. So Salk was polio, you're saying? Okay, that, because once you said Jonas Salk, I was like, oh shit, maybe I was right. Yeah, and then there's like Louis Pasteur, and you're like, yeah, for sure. They're all the same person. They all just saved humanity one after the other. Alexander Fleming is the answer, I hope, still. Thank you very much, QVC. Oh, my spelling was wrong. Interesting. Sorry. Emily, we should talk for a long time about this. Obviously, there were no submarines in that battle. In the original Star... Oh, sorry. Alexandra, go ahead. Wow. Just wow. That's beautiful. Give yourself a half a point for that read. In the original Star Wars trilogy, what character was played physically by David Prowse? A few it could be. I'm trying to think, if not that, then what were naval battles like? Weren't that many then, if you are only saying it had to have a submarine. Let's see them. We've got Chewbacca, we got C-3PO, we got C-3PO, we got C-3PO, we got Chewbacca. Did anyone think Darth Vader? We were looking for played physically, like that was underneath the Darth Vader. Moderate, welcome back. Sorry, you have actually been here for the last few questions. I'm just an asshole. Question 6. This goes to Brianna. Beautifully read. Within a century. What year? Just come on. Wow. That's perfect. You were perfect. I would never try to improve on perfection. Within a century, what year did the Boxing Day earthquake and tsunami occur in the Indian Ocean? Within a century. Yeah, well done, Emily. Emily and Moderate. Only 2 people who said Darth Vader. I suspect if Harry was playing tonight, he would have been all over Darth Vader. If you know what I know. This is my favorite question of the night. Let's see him. You've got to be within a century. Oh, you guys decided. Okay, yeah, I would want an exact year. Okay. I absolutely adore 2 people who went the right direction with that. Yeah, it was 2004. So 1904 to 2021 is an acceptable answer. If you put 1904 to 2021. 21st century, yeah. See, some people, whenever, I think they get it in their mind, if I'm asking within a century, it must have been like 1100 or something. Which is why I was excited to write that question. Question 7. What's the prince's name in The Little Mermaid? Don't look at me like that, Alexandra. That's like, there are people who don't know that. Don't give me that. Oh, when do the questions start, Doug? welcome back. Other than Alexandra, who's confident right now? Yeah? Nice. 1-0. Starkiss Charlie. Dave. Alex. Eric. We were looking for Prince Eric. And question 8. What's the prince's name in, quote, Cinderella, no second quote? I love finding out my errors in live. What's the prince's name in Cinderella? Pretty confident on the last one. Side note, can anybody bring me a Starkiss right now? Can you just bring me a chocolate caramel Rice Krispie treat that I can freeze and make it inedible? Sorry, somebody put that in chat and I want one now. Let's see it. We've got Dave. God, I wish one of them was Dave. Prince Foot Fetish. Prince Charmin. Prince Charming is correct. Prince Albert is also correct. It's always correct. Prince Philip. Ouch. Prince Charming is correct. Find if anyone's named. See if anyone's named Dave Eric for that matter. You know that one's good. Especially if they're a prince. Question 9. In the movie Spaceballs, what are the Spaceballs attempting to steal from planet Druidia? In the movie Spaceballs, what are the bad guys trying to take from the planet? Who has seen this movie? Okay. 2 people in my... Lynn's gone. Lynn's... Full on Lynn's sanity. Which... Oh. Lynn's gone! Hurry! Hurry! Lynn's gone! Alright, now show me. A woman, Rick Moranis' credit card, space water, hamburger meat, oxygen. They put a big, weird vacuum cleaner up to the atmosphere and tried to suck out all the air. Oxygen. I suspect it was oxygen. It was air. And question 10, who wants a half who hasn't read yet? Anyone? Take it, Alex. Alex, did you say yes to reading? Oh. Okay, cool. Sorry, I thought you put your hand up. What's the prince's name in Snow White? 45 seconds. You thought I was done? What do you think, this is some kind of game? God, what I would give for it to be Dave. See, what I did was I got harder and harder, I think. Alexandra, you thumbs up on this one? You always get the point. See it. Prince Charming again is such a good guess. Everybody was Prince Charming, right? No, it's not actually true. Not Eric, not David Diggs, but should have been. Dan's butthole will get you a full point. The answer is Prince Florian. You'd have to know some shit to know that.
Disney princesses, things you can stick up your ass that are nutritious, and Black history.
Hey there, and welcome to Trivia Ronin.
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 I'm your host, Douglas Larlam, and I'm not wearing pants.
As of August 2019, what is the top grossing film to hold an MPAA rating of G?
It's gonna be a nice, quiet, intimate show.
She murders deaf children right after they get cochlear implants.
Don't ever forget I can kill people I think about.
We make up for it by being less creepy than Drew Carey.
Shit's going down on Twitch.
It's like 4 dementia movies. I wanted to watch them, but I forgot. Remember movies in theaters when they made money? That was the thing.
I'll make love to you.
Am I supposed to wait?
Saturday night and you're on Twitch during a pandemic. If you're not drinking, you're doing it wrong.
It's a cat toy on a reusable straw.
Fuck with that algorithm.
This is Doug's tie, by the way.
You almost don't need a gunshot to die.
Doug, you think we'll get a lawsuit out of this one?
I don't care.
Don't fuck this up, McNelly.
If you guys were just fucking dumb, I'd be better at this as a host.
It was Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4. That came out in 2019. When was that?
I don't know. Anyway. Okay, guys. Well, we're back for Wayla. That's what are you looking at? That's the visual portion of the show. I'm going to show you images, and I'm going to ask you either what are you looking at or something about what you are looking at. Tonight, it's going to be a little more just what are you looking at. Last night, I was a little too cute with it, and tonight it's just going to be mostly pictures. All right, let's get right into it. Who are these two gentlemen? 45 seconds. Who are those two gentlemen? They're pretty famous.
Speaking of marketing,
Pretty famous.
greatest marketing triumphs in the entertainment field.
I'd argue
video games.
very
It's a
famous.
business which has tripled in size in just 3 years. Ron Hendren went out in the field to bring us this special report.
I want different music now. Take that, music. Seconds. By the way, I hated Godzilla vs. Kong. So, there. See him. Yeah. Wow, everybody jumped on that. Impressive. It is Orville Redenbacher and Lady Marmalade. Those are the Wright brothers. The White brothers also. Was my question just who's this? I can't remember if it had to be in an order or not. I think just who's... I'm just asking who's this? Oh shit, did I do a theme? Let's just go with who's this for this one, but now I'm gonna look at my other images and see. Hold on. Or you go ahead. Oh, it's just, who? Oh no! I wanted to know what's the name of this person's, the superhero character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you need an extra like 10 seconds, I'll give it to you. Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm looking for the name of, not the character name, but the superhero name. I'll give an extra 10 seconds. Oh my god, moderate. That's the greatest Funny or Die video ever. Anyone who writes Captain Planet gets it. Let's see it. Iron Man's one black friend. I like to think he was friends with Sam. It is Black Iron Man. Is terrific. We're looking for War Machine. War Machine is the answer. He was War Machine. Colonel James Rhodes, War Machine. What is this group of ladies? They have a name. This dance group. If anyone has a like 60-year-old white mom, you know who this is. Knock me over with a feather, Chris. What? Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Starlets is, you might as well go for it. Rockettes we were looking for. The Rockettes. Spice Girls is a pretty good answer. Sparkle Motion, I feel like anyway. What country is in red there? North Africa. It could be basically like, if you know anything about North Africa, it's one of like 4 countries that all kind of, they blend together for me. I never know which one's which. This is one of them. Bravo. Yes. Let's see him. Yep. You got all of them. Tunisia's the correct one. But all of you said all of the countries that it could have been. I don't know if anybody put Morocco. Tunisia, well done. But yeah, it's like Algeria, Morocco, Libya, or am I thinking of Albania? Algeria. Anyway. See, I suck. I have no culture. Who's that? Wow, you guys didn't immediately know who that was. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Let's see it. Sidney Poitier, no. Cab Calloway is a great guess. Also, no. Nat King Cole is correct. We're looking for the King. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, on his star on the Hollywood Walk, because I walk by it all the time, King is in quotation marks. It wasn't part of his name. He wanted people to know that was his nickname, Nat King Cole. I think that's kind of badass. This is the world's largest ball of what? It's in Kansas. 45 seconds. They call it a very specific word. I don't want you to guess, I want you to guess, but it could be several things. Kansas has claim to the world's largest ball of something. Back in a time people actually used this. Ooh, QVC, strong. Let's see it. Dust in the wind. Kansas, that gets you a full point. Hemp, no. Wheat, no. Twine, yes. We were looking for the world's largest ball of twine. All right. Moving along. What actor is this? What actor is that? Lynn's gone. Sorry. questions of, I'm sure I don't. He's not gonna call on me. I keep looking forward. This actor is still alive. The character the actor's playing is not still alive. 1-0. Who we got? What it is? Orson Welles is a great guess, as though... No, Don Cheadle Jr. is, in fact, also correct. Steve Buscemi, no. Gary Oldman. We were looking for Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill. Gary Oldman. Actually, now I want to know what actor this is from Hannibal. Doing a whole makeup theme. Movie makeup. The movie. Hannibal. Whole movie makeup theme, these questions. Themed you. You've been themed. The music's getting too epic on Twitch for this question. There we go. 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Jodie Foster, strong. Anthony Hopkins, strong. Who's that? Elaine Stitch? I don't even know who that person is, and I should. Gary Oldman again, guys. That's the range of Gary Oldman. I'm not gonna do another one. Who's this woman? It's not Gary Oldman. Don't even go for the joke. In the rule of threes in comedy, everybody would want to go, oh, all right, Gary Oldman, if I don't know the answer. This is a pretty famous woman. Good job, Emily. Two, 1-0. What do we got? It certainly is Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt. Yes, everyone who guessed, pretty famous. Pretty famous. And who's that Georgia Peach? Who doesn't know who this is? It's fine. I'm not going to get angry. Okay. Ten seconds. 2-1-0. What do we got? That there is Derek, convicted murderer, Derek Chauvin. We have yet to find out how long he will be. But 8 weeks, guys, just 8 weeks till Christmas morning to find out how long. All right. Wait, was that the last one? I'm just assuming. I feel like I would have ended on that one. Nope, I'm ending on this one, it looks like, instead. Who's this? Or maybe not. Maybe I got another one. I don't know. Very different, just an overall different feeling this person gives me than the last person. Charlotte the Kings is here. Did Lynn just crawl in bed? Oh, she's making her bed. Looks soft. For what it's worth, looks like you have a soft bed. Or at least at least your covers look soft. 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah, we were looking for Cedric the Entertainer. We're going to talk about the worst year ever. A lot of people said 2020 was the worst year ever. I thought it might be good to actually talk about what was the worst year ever. Scientists and Harvard historians came together to talk about what was, and this was just in 2018, before 2020, they talked about this, but they since then have been putting this year against every other year and saying, no. That was the worst year ever. In this year, first and foremost, I'm going to tell a very quick story, just an anecdotal thing from someone else's perspective. There was a guy by the name of Procopius. He was a historian, and he was traveling with his boss, a Byzantine general, and he wrote in his diary all the shit that happened. And while they were in Sicily, they noticed that the world started to get darker. It said the quote is, "The sun gave forth light without brightness." Now, this was not, you might be thinking, eclipse. It was not an eclipse. This year was way worse than an eclipse. What happened was there was fog, a dense fog that didn't let the sun come through, and they thought it was local. They didn't realize that this was worldwide. It was there for 18 months across the world. Nothing was growing, no crops. The fruit didn't grow. Crops didn't grow. There was famine. The wine was sour. It was terrible. Everybody was having just the worst time. It turns out what happened was almost at the same time. We don't know which one happened first, but there was a huge volcanic eruption in El Salvador, and there was a huge volcanic eruption in North America, and it covered the whole world in ash. And that just created crazy weather. The whole temperature of the world went down 35 degrees Fahrenheit on average everywhere. In the Byzantine Empire, I always say that wrong, Empire, Justinian was the ruler at the time. All accounts say Justinian was a pretty well-liked ruler among rulers, and or well-liked ruler among his people, but as far as rulers go. And they had famine, which turned to plague, the bubonic plague, just piles of dead bodies in the streets, and people were getting sicker and sicker and sicker. They lost 55% to that disease, and poor Justinian, not as bad as the poor people had it, but they did call it the plague of Justinian, so that kind of sucks. But 55% of their people died. In China, it got so cold in August, they saw frost and snow. They said yellow ash would rain from the sky that you could scoop up by the handful, and that would just happen all the time. And in August, it got so cold, snow and frost. They lost 70 to 80% of their population. This was all in the same year. In Peru, on the other side of the world, all these places completely affected by it. In Peru, on the other side of the world, El Nino was so bad because of this weather system that happened from these volcanic eruptions. 2 more eruptions, by the way, happened in Iceland later in the year. The whole northern hemisphere recoated with ash. The Moche civilization in Peru, they were some of the best fishers and best irrigation in all of the world. The water levels rised because of El Nino and warmed, killing the fish and destroying all of their crops, irrigation not mattering, completely wiped away all of their crops, and the most people never recovered after this year. It destroyed a civilization. The world was in ruins, and it actually didn't, if they look at dendrochronologists, who we know, if you've been paying attention, we for some reason every 2 months mention dendrochronologists. They're the people who study tree rings. They notice that the tree's rings are a lot closer together that year than everywhere else, and that's a sign that it was colder because trees didn't grow as much. They didn't have as much sunlight, they couldn't grow as much, so they knew some shit happened that year. And all around the world, trees have thinner rings for that specific year. So I told you, and sorry, the last thing I needed to tell you, which is important, they call it the Little Ice Age. If you know anything about history, I'm talking about the Byzantine Empire. I'm talking about Constantinople. I'm talking about Emperor Justinian, and it was the Little Ice Age. My question to you is, that was the worst year voted on by historians and scientists. Within 100, I'm giving you 200 years to play with. Guess the year, not the century. Guess the year that this actually was. 45 seconds on the clock. Got 100 years in either direction. The wine was sour. Yeah, of all the shit. Yes. Heaven forbid. I still haven't figured out the thing. Sorry, 17 seconds. I know it won't take that long. I can't tell you how much I love the fact someone's swinging a lightsaber while I'm trying to tell a story. That was in just the corner of my eye, like, oh shit, something's going on over there. Look at that and forget your story, Doug. 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we got? 100 years in either direction. Got 1250, 566, 1301, 1500, 695. Somebody actually got it. The year 536. 436 to 636 gets you the 10 points. Alexandra, what did you end up with? Can anybody beat 24.5? Big round of applause, everybody. 1256, 1200, 650 is gonna... Oh, no, you're just outside the 100, but QVC, you were the closest. Alexandra, congratulations. Is that your first win of Trivia Ronin? Big round of applause for her first win of Trivia Ronin. Well done, Alexandra. All right, well, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for your support as we try to grow this experience. It's totally in the script to say that. It doesn't make it any less true. By the way, you can also hire Trivia Ronin now as corporate stuff. Go to triviaronin.com if you want to find out how to hire us. For all of us here at Trivia Ronin, I'm Douglas Larlam saying don't be shitty, and I do really hope you learned something. Twitch, I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for playing.